Alrighty, this is the ridiculously psychotic of a stalker, and so is this 9PZD141, and this is the Ontario Police. This is the exact same thing you saw yesterday while Ontario Police were stalking, while the entity was following me while I'm walking toward the library. Right now I'm walking away from the library under the fake sun, which is speaking to stalking by the entity. 5 Mary Charlie Robert 784 is stalking, and the horn is audible activity. Doing so with the entity that's maintaining that plain activity with regard to the direct indicator about who is stalking with them on the ground. And that includes, on video, Ontario Police, who I refer to as Vivanco. It may or may not be Vivanco. He did resemble Vivanco, but this is an agency that's engaging in what is the pattern of conduct with regard to stalking in the path. And you're looking at what is no difference. What's the difference between the demons of Ontario Police are equally unfit to be in law enforcement as this demon driving a dirty Camry? All right, the entity's engaging in the P.O.C. and they're engaging in what is ducking and dodging, going and flying in relevant position to me to make a U-turn in the sky space where you are not on its face. And also, and so you know about the specific environment, headed to a destination, you're stalking me. And my documentation shows this throughout California, including in Los Angeles. While I am subject to gang stalking by John Wayne Airport in what is Costa Mesa, California, under the fake sun. This is the entity that's engaging in it, and the Ontario Police exposed to you. They expose themselves as those that are conspiring murder with the U.S. military that are stalking me in the sky space, while Ontario Police, like you saw on video yesterday, are stalking in the path, just like the people of the state. Ontario Police Department are nothing other than the people of the state that have passed what is an invalid and insufficient means of getting past beyond an academy that's designed to permit sociopaths, criminals that conspire to get away with the surveillance system, effective bullying. That's all that the Ontario Police represent, the people of the state that made it past the academy and made a disingenuous oath in order to maintain this bully system. They are the people of the state. They're in an official capacity nonetheless. That's it. They're the same demon-possessed entity. And they are stalking in the path, on the roads and the highways. And the body of my evidence also shows the ongoing conspiracy amongst the Ontario Police Department and the U.S. military stalking me by planes and helicopters. All right? And the Ontario Police Department engages in that as well, literally stalking me in the helicopters, as I've documented. The entity's engaging in this under the fake sun that's moving as I move, and that's where the plane activity is following. And I just want to be clear, this is very blatant, mentally deranged behavior that is relevant for which is to be diagnosed by medical professionals as I provide the evidence, and this is serving for what is diagnosis through prosecution. Okay, this is the P.O.C. This is the entity that is stalking everything in this environment. So you're understanding the demon possessed, and that includes Michael Gherkin. When you see the fire trucks, when you see the police vehicles, the entity's engaging what is pacing all around me, and that's why the sun is not over the Upland Public Library. That lets you know the significance of everything, and the ongoing concern of everyone is in fact me. To the degree that the demons are stalking and doing that level of conduct, hovering and flipping over, that is very psychotic behavior. And that's what is included in what is stalking and flying those planes into the Twin Towers in New York. That's exactly what the planes look like while we were under attack in this country by the United States in concert with those outside of this country. I am prosecuting it while I'm being gang stalked. This is what happened on 9/11. Okay, this is the entity that's engaging that. It's right in front of your face. This is the P.O.C. It is currently 10:25 a.m. where the entity is exceedingly obsessed with me. In fact, Los Angeles County Sheriff is what's stalking in the path. They are watching themselves being prosecuted on the internet. I convicted them years ago. They are triggered because they're looking at me refer to evidence that's pre-existing on the record. That's because these demons are delusional. Okay, they've been delusional. I already spoke to and decreed what is going to happen to them, and they are engaging in what is stalking out here in Ontario and Upland, California, while they are looking at how they are being referred to with regard to the pattern of conduct that's been underway and documented for years. It's the P.O.C. The entity that's engaging in what is stalking in planes, stalking in helicopters, stalking under the fake sun, which is stalking with light, stalking with audible activity, and stalking in the path. They will be subject to involuntary commitments. And the venues where the entity is flying over that apartment, flying over that venue, flying over whatever location, that venue, that establishment is engaging in the gang stalking as well. This is P.O.C. It is currently 10:25 a.m.